sound effect on that song always makes me think of like wah 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 wah. I don't know if you heard it, but it was like perfect timing. And I didn't even say a bad joke, but it was like, you know, keeping up with my pattern of speech there. Yeah, exactly. All right, going back to walking sneakers. Why so many walking sneakers? This is what Ryka does. This is their DNA. They, for years, have really been the brand that so many women turn to when they want to feel feminine, but they need an athletic sneaker. Well, this one's called the Devotion Plus 2, and it has lots of color choices because it's a hot seller for the brand. It's really all about technology called Resorb, where you have this high impact foam built in to the shoe. What does high impact mean? Well, absolutely go ahead and take your leisure walk. But if your class has you jumping, if your class has you running and pounding the pavement, if your class has you doing like, you know, push-ups into burpees, this is the sneaker that you want. So lots of colors, but we're gonna start with berry. And berry is heavy on the berry, but hints of white and those fun glimpses of blue along the shoe. Now, on.com, follow along. I hope we don't get lost because there's really a lot of choices. Okay, this is quiet gray. Just making sure you're all listening. Quiet gray with green. This is black rose, hence the pink. I really like that one. Burgundy, as in Ron. Again, just making sure that you're listening. Navy blue. And then Tempest. And Tempest has like the lightest shades of peach with it, but because of that, it's almost gone. So I wouldn't wait on Tempest, I wouldn't wait on Ron Burgundy, and I really wouldn't wait on the black rose choice either, the one that I was like, ooh, I like that one. Something about like that rose gold and that black sneaker. All right, so let's dive into this. Lace up style. I always mention when there are laces because if my grandmother was sitting next to me right now, this would be her preference. Like, I personally love all the slip-ons. I'm all about them. That is never her style. That is never her taste. She really feels her comfortable best, and I don't mean from like a cushioning perspective, but supported in the shoe, like she's not going to trip, she's not going to fall out of the shoe when it has a lace-up factor to it. Now, this is really done in what almost feels like a marble in ombre, so no matter what color choice you go for, saturated in the toe area, and then do you see right here in the center of the sneaker it almost fades into a lighter version of whatever color you're buying, in this case berry. Like quiet gray would be grayer here, pun intended, quieter right here, and then it moves into that white. On the back it's going to say Ryka, and then lots and lots of technology. So first of all, that cushioned comfort collar, we talked about that with our other shoes. No break-in period. I mean, look at that. That's all cushion around the heel. Then, as well as a padded insole awaiting you, you have a textured outsole. But do you see, how can I best show that to you? I think this way you see it best. See all of the 3-dimension that's going on here off the shoe? That's your Resorb. So what that means is this is where you jump and it gives you that bounce back. This is where you walk, and all of a sudden you realize, I just walked 10 more minutes longer than I did yesterday, or I just walked 20 minutes longer than I did yesterday, because it's actually giving you that energy back. So great for walks outside, great for walks on a treadmill, but if you want to do more than that, this shoe is a must. And of course, you know, we host Leilani, our guest, if she was here, we always make sure you understand the extreme that you can do in a Ryka. So if you don't jump rope, if you don't like, you know, do a high jump, I never feel secure to do a high jump. Those things scare me. My husband at the gym will like jump a mile high into the sky, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to try it. But I do love me a good group exercise class. It's my favorite thing to do in the world of fitness. And sometimes you walk in and your instructor switches it up and you don't even know what you're getting into that day. Perfect time to have this shoe. But if you are just walking, if you are going to the grocery store, today I did that this morning, it was like my Sunday morning treat. I went to the nicer grocery store a little farther away from the house. It was so quiet and all stocked and pristine, and it's like a foodie's delight, and I am equal part foodie as well as fitness lover. And so, you know, I'm just browsing. I'm like stocking up on cheeses that I don't always find at the other grocery store. Even vegetables. Like I love spaghetti squash. I was gonna say pasta, but I guess it's not really pasta, but spaghetti squash with marinara. And then I saute eggplant and put it over it. It's delicious. But anyway, long story long, I had to buy my spaghetti squash at this grocery store because my local one, they don't have spaghetti squash. Who doesn't have spaghetti squash, you guys? Anyway, choose whatever Ryka you want, because whether you're going up and down the grocery store aisles or taking that high impact class, this one's got your back. Quiet Gray. That one's almost gone, Black Rose. That is Ron Burgundy. Sorry, I can't help with that dumb joke. That's just Burgundy. That is Navy. And that is Tempest. Now I'm gonna go home and want to watch Anchorman. But you know, we are on a Harry Potter kick at our house. Last night it was Harry Potter number 5, and tonight they were gonna start Harry Potter number 6.